My remarks today is going to be mainly focused on specific steps. I think the economists before me have indicated clearly that for our economy to grow, there are two things, like export and investment. So my remarks today is really focusing on 8 steps that the state of Oregon can take in order to take the advantages of the opportunities in China. I think committee members and the co-chairs have made very perceptive observations in terms of the trip to China. They're valid. But how the state of Oregon can take advantage of the economic growth in China is a key issue before us. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, China's economy is continue to grow, average about 7 to 9% a year. For us, it is a great opportunity to figure out a way to ride on that economic train. Keep in mind that the state of Oregon has limited resources, and previous presenters also have indicated that we're a small state. So my remarks really going to illustrate 2 things. Like, one is we have limited resources. 2, that my recommendation here is China-specific for export and investment does not necessarily apply to Europe or Japan or Korea. So the first thing is that we need to pull in limited state resources by establishing an authoritative body, maybe we call it Oregon-China Relation Council or something, to coordinate more than a dozen of civic and state entities in working with China. This particular body would be nominated by the legislature and perhaps approved by the governor. It will be the most authoritative body dealing with our multifaceted relations with China. For those legislators who have visited China in the past, I think you all have experienced that in China, the face and also the perception of power are very important. Right now, in the state, we have a whole bunch of organizations, but they're all very small. They're all focused on a particular area. There's no very unified and coordinated body to deal with China. When we have a visitor to come here, for instance, if governor is not available, we really can't find a lieutenant governor to greet our guests. So that's one issue. Second of all, most of the legislators on this trip, their first stop is in Xiamen, which is a major city in Fujian province. Fujian and Oregon have established the sister state in 1984. However, my recommendation to the committee is that we will continue to deepen our relationship with Fujian, but on the other hand, we need to reach out and diversify our economic relations with other part of China. The other part of China that complements our economic clusters, not compete with our industry clusters. The third recommendation is, I think the state of Oregon need to figure out a way or system to reward Chinese businessmen or entities who can bring investment to Oregon to create jobs. Some of the ways, for instance, you can give a government award and not necessarily a financial reward. Number 4 would be working with Oregon congressional delegations to clear the visa issues for Chinese visitors. This is particularly important for us because when we go out trying to sell Oregon, the immediate feedback I think is that we have a hard time to get a visa. Senator Wyden recently wrote a letter to Hillary Clinton trying to address this issue, but I think that we need to continue to work with our congressional delegation to solve this problem. Otherwise, export investment become a very feckless slogan. Number 5, we need investing more money to a dedicated China representative office by combining perhaps all the state-related agencies for the Portland, Business Oregon, Travel Oregon, ODA, etc. Number 6, we need to promote annual visit by our state legislators and governors on trade missions to China. Typically for other states and for even other countries, that generally our political leaders will go out and set up a platform for the private enterprises to play. The trade mission should really deal with specific issues organ company encounter in a very competitive marketplace in China. Number 7. This is also something I think our legislators have experienced. We need to establish a proper protocol and setting up fundings in welcome Chinese dignitaries and VIP visitors. And we also need to increase bilingual employees in our state government. Last but not least, we need to beef up Oregon's lead in Mandarin learning and other culture and education exchanges. That's my recommendation based on my experience in doing consulting works for different clients and companies. Thank you.